Welcome back to Sunrise. It's 16 minutes after 6 o'clock on this Thursday morning. It's now time for the Sunrise headlines with our favorite girl, Tikimus Maximus Meridius. Welcome. How are ya?
Yo, I don't know how you do it. Every morning
Sorry,
it's something new.
I don't think about it before.
It just comes.
Whatever.
It's the brilliance that is Dennis. You see what I get to work with, everyone? The brilliance that is Dennis.
You're too
I wonder what's happening with our YouTube livers. Those of you watching online at Sunrise CVM on YouTube, how are you doing?
Festive.
Great morning.
It's festive, and I think it's about to be even more festive.
We're going to check it in the break and see what we're talking about in the comments. Great morning to you, YouTube. But let's jump into the headlines. I know this one had a few people talking yesterday. Let's jump into it. Just a few, you know what I mean? MP Rhoda Crawford shuts down rumors of romance with Prime Minister Holness. So Central Manchester Member of Parliament Rhoda Crawford has denied rumors suggesting she has been romantically involved with Prime Minister Andrew Holness. The rumors have been circulating widely, causing a significant stir in political circles and among the public. But the MP sought to clear her name during a radio interview yesterday. First-time Member of Parliament for Manchester Central, Rhoda Crawford, has had a rather eventful tenure in politics. So giving some history to this, right? When she booted veteran politician Peter Bunting from the seat in 2020, rumors swirled that the victory came only because an alleged Don paid voters to ensure Bunting lost. Others alleged she won only because Prime Minister Holness had a unique interest in her success. There were also rumors of pregnancy, one she says began by a member from the other side, if you know what I mean. Crawford says she considered taking legal action but didn't follow through, fearing the added negative publicity would overshadow the work of the party and government. Despite acknowledging her reputation has taken a hit, she insists she will not deter on the quest to improve the lives of her constituents.
All right.
That was in the news yesterday.
Yeah, well, several things. The headline says that she shut down rumors. No, she's moved to shut down rumors. You can't say that she shut down rumors because you can't establish that the rumors are now shut down. She's sought to shut down rumors.
Fair enough.
And the truth is that sometimes when you speak about these things, you only cause them to swirl even more. Fire. You know, her advice, I've had several conversations about this since yesterday. Persons may say it was a bad decision to have the conversation. I would, if I was advising, I would have advised not, but as I said to some people, you don't know what it's like when people are saying things about you that you believe are untrue and hurtful. And I use the example, if a wild rumor is circulating at CVM, within CVM, and it's the biggest thing in CVM about Toni-Kay Dawkins, that is infinitesimally smaller. You have no idea what it is like to be a public figure and have wild rumors circulating about you. So in the moment, I think she was overcome by emotion. It get to her now, and she just thought about it. Because, you know, we always say, especially in news, tell the story. Don't become the story. You've come to tell the story. She went on to talk about one road or one flood issue in Mandeville. And now this is the story. And so that is a perfect example of becoming the story when you went to go and tell the story. So like, but some people would say maybe it was a story that needed to be told. One of the things I know for certain is that when people want to discredit you or discredit your achievements and your capacity, they do weaponize sexuality in various ways. And one way is that, I mean, persons will accuse you of having a conjugal relationship with people in order to diminish what you've achieved. And maybe she just felt like, I've had enough, I'm tired.
Enough is enough. I mean, I can understand that.
You can easily say, I wouldn't have spoken about it. You've never been in this situation.
Absolutely.
You've never been in this situation.
You raise a great point. And I mean, maybe, as you say, maybe it was just enough is enough, right? So we'll see.
Yeah.
What happens next? So next up, government reaches agreement on public sector overtime and conditions. So the government has reached a pivotal agreement with unions representing public sector workers on issues related to overtime and other key conditions of service. Under the new arrangement, there will be a standardized policy for handling extra hours worked, ensuring consistency and fairness across the public sector. The education sector saw the most substantial change, with many individuals now moving to permanent roles. Additionally, numerous members from various sectors, including civilian employees and those from waste management, have successfully transitioned to permanent employment. This highlights the government's efforts to provide more stable job opportunities within the public sector. The negotiations also addressed several key issues, including extra hours worked, passenger mile and mileage rates, salary increments, and uniform allowances. And this announcement came from Minister of Finance and the Public Service, Dr. Nigel Clark, during the Jamaica Civil Service Association's 105th Annual General Meeting.
All right. Yeah. It's good. It is, I guess, as we said, the next phase of the public sector rationalization program. We have been talking about needing to do these things. So, I mean, the big news items was, you know, in terms of the recalibration, in terms of remuneration.
Yes.
And so last year, that was all the talk. But there are a lot of people who work in the public sector who knew that I have no pension forget, I just have work, and anytime we get to a certain point, we just gone home and I have nothing to get. Or you do a lot of extra hours, or you do a lot of mileage related things, and different ministries, departments and agencies calculate things differently, and different persons in different bands do different. So this is an important part of rationalizing the public sector and making it work effectively. I hope we're moving in the right direction where this is concerned.
Absolutely, and we're glad to see some focus on the public sector. And so again, we'll stay tuned with that and track it. So next up, last one, I'm guilty. I asked for rain. I don't think Manchester is very pleased with me now. Manchester businesses lament continuous flooding on Ward Avenue. Businesses on Ward Avenue in Mandeville, Manchester are calling for urgent assistance considering continuous flooding. The Manchester Chamber of Commerce leads the charge, imploring stakeholders to do their part in tackling the ongoing issue. Flooding due to heavy rains in Mandeville is a regular nightmare for the town's businesses. During the island's rainy season, inclement weather severely impacts commerce, specifically on Ward Avenue. Manchester Chamber of Commerce President Simone Spence-Johnson sends a plea to relevant authorities on behalf of the town's affected entrepreneurs. She calls for proper upkeep of drainage systems to mitigate flooding on roads and in surrounding shop spaces.
Yeah, actually, talk about not being the story or telling the story. That was the story. What Rhoda Crawford went on that interview to talk about, and she was saying that there's a particular issue in one section because of a construction that took place. And again, we talk about the impact of man-made actions. So human things that were done. So it's which changed the profile, which changed the contours and caused water to be backed up somewhere else. And before so it's not just drainage. There are some other things that happen that are causing the flooding. And so I think that the municipality, I heard the mayor was speaking about it as well, and others need to really tackle this issue in the interest of the economic life of Mandeville.
Yeah. So that's it. That's it for the headlines. But before we head to the break, we want to send a happy birthday to our sunriser, Paulette Grant, from our YouTube family.
All right,
happy
Paulette.
birthday, Paulette.
All
coming
right.
from Georgina Jarrett. Thank you so much for choosing to rise with us and keep making it sunrise, girl. We love to see you. When we return, it's Sunrise Foreign Exchange with Miss Pearly Grandson. You know how it goes. It's Talks Immigrations. We'll be right back.
All right.